Good afternoon. ఎట్లున్నా అంత మంచిగా Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Okay, let me share my screen. Everyone, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Let's wait for more 5 minutes. I'll be talking to you. Okay. We'll start the session in short while. Okay. So everyone knows me. I'm Raghu. So my name is Raghu here. So I have nearly 14 plus years of experience in training and development. So I've been training. My career started with training only. So my core expertise was in data visualizations and automations. Okay. So I'm a working professional. So that's a bit about me. I just wanted everyone to know about yourself, just your name and what is the purpose of learning VBA. I think most of them are professionals, only working professionals. So I just wanted to know from you guys, just why you want to learn VBA, what is the purpose? Okay, just anyone can go ahead here. Anyone.
Yeah, hi. My name is Vinil.
Yeah, Vinil, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Raghu. So, I have around 8 years of experience. I'm a finance professional. So basically, the reason that I wanted to understand macros is, I think in couple of months I will be, my role going to be changed as a process development
Okay.
team. So, so basically, it involves automations and streamlining of the all the jobs that we perform in our
Exactly.
team.
Yeah.
So that needs, for automation in order to, do any we have other team for the automations, but I wanted to understand at least the basic understanding of the macros and basic things, so that the communications to automate the things that are that we have a scope in our team, so that I can become a bridge between my team members and the automation team. At least for that I need to understand, have some basic knowledge on the macros, right? So I wanted,
Totally.
yeah.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to learn macros as of now.
Yeah. Yeah. Vinil. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Next one. Yeah. Anyone. Yeah. After Vinil, no one else is there.
Hi,
Mahendra.
this is Mahendra.
Yeah, Mahendra sir. Good afternoon.
Very good afternoon. Myself having 13 plus years of experience completely into US finance and accounts. I'm
Okay.
working as a CFO for Intel Networks, and so I would like to learn like macros and next level of this Excel to have a good kind of dashboards basically.
Okay, sir. Okay. So dashboards. Okay, sir. Got it. But it's a programming language, right, sir? Here
Yeah,
you
programming
are
like
you are aware of Excel things, how to create
Yes, yes.
output, how to
I'm
use
aware of
slices
advanced
and all.
Excel. Sorry, it's getting interrupted. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good at using this advanced Excel. So I would like to have this VB to have a next level of work environment.
Okay, sir. Cool, cool. Thank you,
Thank you.
sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Next one.
Hi, this is Pandiraj from Chennai.
Your voice is not audible,
Hi,
Raj.
are you able to hear me now properly?
Your voice
Hello?
is too low. It's okay. Yeah, your voice is too low.
Okay, then I will introduce myself later.
Too low. Too low. Yeah. Next.
Hi,
Hi,
myself. Some,
Yeah, Rajesh, go ahead. Yeah, Rajesh.
hi, myself, Rajesh. Like, I'm having around 7 years of experience in finance stream. I'm joining VBA to get more exposure into automation, which will be helping me in my career to grow as well. Not
Cool.
from only the finance point of view, like to be prescribed in the technical point of view, like to help in preparation of templates and writing codes. To have more exposure into automation, like I would like to take up VBA.
Cool. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Thank you, Rajesh. Yeah.
Thanks.
Sujana, just go
yes,
ahead. Yeah.
sir. So I'm into mechanical engineering design, sir. I
Great.
have like 10 years of experience. We do use some sort of Excel macro engineering design data. I would like to know the understanding of like how are they created so that it will be a better for me
Okay.
to change it or edit it for
Mhm.
usage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Sujana. Next. Next. I think Rambabu from Hyderabad. Yes. Yeah. Would like to learn VB automation purpose. Okay. Okay. Next, anyone here? Sai, Rajesh, Kiran. I know you. Yes, I. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Purpose behind ABM macros is since I work for a bank, we deal with many reports.
Exactly.
So just to know to get more exposure on the automation, I opted for this ABM macros.
Cool here. Cool. Sir. Make it sir.
So for our internal tools perspectives, my side system.
Yeah. Okay, so okay, no issues. Next, Raj from Chennai. I'm into MIS role for 8 years automation purpose learning VBA. Cool, Raj. Okay, so
Yeah, hi, this is Kiran.
yeah, Kiran, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I'm working into a multinational company, Three Harbors. So actually, I wanted to learn VBA macros.
Okay.
So actually, I want a professional trainer who can train me on this.
Mhm.
So we do some activities reports. I'm into reporting kind of role.
Yeah.
So I wanted to the activities which we perform. I want to what do we call we need to eliminate the steps which are which are not required in the process and do some automation,
Okay. Okay.
time saving of the process.
Okay, Kiran. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So let's start into some basic introduction. What you are aware of VBA. So can anyone tell me what is VBA? Any idea
Visual
about
Basic,
VBA?
Visual Basic. Uh,
Okay. Visual Basic for Application. VBA stands for Visual Basic for Applications. So what applications we can automate?
I think MS Excel, MS Word, and PowerPoint as well, I think.
All Microsoft applications here.
Correct.
So
Okay.
Word, PowerPoint, all we can automate. Okay.
Mhm.
So this is exclusive for only Excel. Okay. Excel connecting to some databases. So till now we have seen is connection to database, getting the data, creating reports. After creating the reports, we can directly send it to an email via email through everything through code or like a process automation, right? So we can automate all these applications like Outlook, Excel. So mostly I was into Excel, Outlook, SQL, generating queries, not generating, executing the queries, getting the data into some, facility, only till that part. Okay. And later on user form creation, like which you have shown, it is a part of our course only. Form creation is different, access form is different. You need to have access knowledge for that. Okay. So all these applications can be automated. So now recently, most of the tools, RPA tools, like, RPA, anybody has an idea of RPA tools? Power Automate, it's an RPA tool. Blue Prism, it's an UI path, automation anywhere. Okay, so there are features already they gave. Just drag and drop, utilities are there. Some part of utilities as per the requirement, they don't have. So those requirements, they are creating macros and they're just invoking the macros via that language. Okay, just running some batch file they are creating. In between, they can run and execute whatever we have written in the macro. They are utilizing in that way as well. Okay. And why we write macros? Why we are writing macros? Why we are writing macros? Any idea?
Reduce the time, to reduce or to eliminate the unnecessary.
Reduce the time, it's fine.
Improving the efficiency is the main point.
Yeah, repetitive tasks, only repetitive tasks can be automated. If rapid requirements are coming regularly, we can't hear. Development itself will take a lot of time. How can you take? Yeah, right. So only for repetitive tasks, which can reduce the time, which can reduce FTEs who are working on that project. Okay. I'm not saying in negative. Okay. Talking in positive as well. Okay. Which can reduce FTEs as well. Okay. Quality checks, reporting, whatnot, everything can be created with this excellent macros. Okay. With macros, only repetitive tasks can be automated. So manual errors. See, as a human, when we are writing, when we are doing a process, manual process, it's a human tendency. We'll do errors, but code will not. Why? Because the same steps it will execute. Okay, and that is one of the advantage of this. Okay, what else? Anything else which you heard or which you wanted to know? What is macro? What is VBA? Macros, VBA. What is it? Is there any difference between macros and VBA?
Yeah. So basically, macro is nothing but a record. Whatever the steps that we perform, right? That will record a step by step script,
Cool,
and it
sir.
will
Yeah,
perform.
next.
Yeah, it will perform the same. Whereas in VB, it will it is based on the I mean the code that we give into the system. I mean,
The
like,
language we use is
yes,
VBA.
correct.
The language we use is VBA. And the language we use is VBA. And for a particular process, when we are writing a macro, that script is called as a macro. Like, for example, I am writing a code for copy and paste. You will be writing sub name and you will be giving in sub that the code which is between you are writing for a specific task is called as a macro, simple macro. Okay, both are same language, everything was same. They are calling it as VB script. They are calling it as macro. VB script, macro is fine, or VB is also fine. Okay, so the language we are using is VB, Visual Basic Applications. Okay, and the script you are calling it as for a particular task, it is called as a macro. Both are same here. Okay, just a minute here, just a minute. Okay, so I'm jumping into the theoretical part. Okay, so macros, these are the basic outstructured thing is nothing but repetitive task. The first thing, reducing a time, reducing FTs. Okay, all these are advantages. Okay, why we write only for repetitive task, not for the right. So to learn this, you need to know first Excel object model. We are into Excel automation. So for that, we need to know about Excel object model. What objects are present in Excel application? So how can we use those objects in our programming code? So anyhow, it's an object-oriented programming only. Like for example, chair is there, we will sit. Workbook is there to create. Okay, sheet is there. There is a range as well. So I'll be explaining each and every objects, what we can do, what we can perform with those objects in real time. Okay, so Excel object model. Excel object model. Okay, Excel object model. First, what is the thing you see when you open Excel? When you click on Excel, Excel is an application. Do everybody knows this, right? Excel is an application. When you open application, what you will see? When you open any application, what you will see? When you open Excel application, yes, tell me, you can tell anyone, can talk here, no problem. When you open Excel application, what you'll see? What is the next step you are going to see? Without opening Excel application, can you create workbooks? By creating, when you open Excel application, we can open, but creating without opening, you can't create, right? Under Excel only we have workbooks. Excel application only we have workbooks. So the next object is workbooks. So what we can do with the help of workbooks? What we can do with the help of workbooks? In real time.
Record data.
Record data. Workbooks. What we can do with the help of workbooks? Any.
Record data, present data tables or graphs.
Okay. Okay. Let me get into that as well. After seeing the diagram, you will come to know the steps. How many objects involved to reach till range or data recording. Excel is an application. When you open Excel application, you can create workbooks. You can create workbooks. Without opening application, you can't create workbooks. What we can do with the help of only with the help of workbook object, only with the help of workbook object, not into worksheets, not into range or cells. You can create a new workbook with the help of workbooks. You can create, you can save as. When you're creating a new workbook, you can do save as, workbook, save as. When you're making changes on the existing workbook, you can save and you can close. Apart from these actions, are you going to perform anything extra on the workbooks? We will not delete mostly. If you delete, whatever the work will be there, which will be deleted completely, right? So only with the help of workbooks object, these are the tasks we can perform in real time. You can create a workbook as part of the automation. You can save as, you can create a new workbook. You can open an existing workbook. You can save as, you can close. All these actions you can perform with only with the help of workbooks objects. Workbooks. Right. So next, coming to how you are going to refer that workbook. How you are going to refer that workbook. As a person, as a human, with the help of name, I can identify. Like for example, my friend gives me instructions like there is a workbook I'm attaching, download it. In that there is a sheet. Okay. In that sheet, you will find the data. But how an program will identify that object, particular object, right? You have to mention that. Without that, you can't write. So how to mention, how to refer that particular object, workbook object in coding. So workbooks of double quotes, workbook named .xlsx. This is how it is going to identify. We have to mention in which workbook you want to execute the code. Okay. Without that, as a human, I knows, but how the code knows, right? So I have to make it understand that this is the workbook, going to that, execute in that workbook. The same way we'll be communicating our friends, like there's a workbook which I sent, open that, go to that drive, there is a folder, open that, in that you will find a workbook. My friend is giving me instructions to open a particular workbook, but how can I give instructions to the coding? So this is how we can refer a single workbook. And the actions, whatever the actions which we can perform with that workbooks, you will, by referring this object, you will get to know workbooks dot. Whatever the actions you want to perform, you will be getting in the workbooks object. But in which workbook means you have to mention the name. But the actions which you want to perform, you have to put workbooks dot. Then only you will be getting list of actions, what you want to perform. Okay. Save, save as, close, open, create. Okay. Understood? Any questions here? Right. So without enter into that workbooks, can you enter into that sheets? Everything is interlinked. Okay. When you open application, you can see workbooks. When you open workbook, you will see multiple sheets. Without opening application, you can't get into worksheets. In between, workbooks are there, right? If you create a workbook, then only you will see multiple sheets in that particular workbook, right? Now, this is also an individual object. Okay. This is also an individual object. So what you will do with the help of these worksheets, what you will be doing? If you right click, all these are actions and properties which you can perform with the help of sheets. Okay. అంతకుమించి ఏ ఒక్కటి చేయము, అందులో సగం కూడా చేయమని. Okay. As part of my knowledge, adding, that means creating. Okay. Hide, unhide, I don't know whether you will do. Rename, name, move or copy, delete. Mostly I said add and delete, mostly I'll be using. Mostly in any project very frequently, add and delete and a name. These three are very commonly used in any project. Why? Because without knowing the name, if you say sheets.add means it will add based on the hierarchy. It knows. మనం షీట్ 1 యాడ్ చేసిన తర్వాత అదే షీట్ 1 ఉంటుంది. క్లిక్ కొడుతుంటే మళ్ళీ ఇంకో షీట్ యాడ్ చేస్తే షీట్ 3, షీట్ 4. కోడ్ ద్వారా sheets dot simply if you're saying sheets dot add ante it keep on going on adding the sheets, but you can't identify the object name. It's you have to add that. So sheets dot add name frequently you have to use. Why? Because maname name ivala ade name ni we have to reuse it in our coding. Okay, so add, hide, unhide, rename, move, delete, move or copy. Next, what else you have? Password protect. All these actions you can perform with the help of worksheets. So how you can refer these sheets? For workbooks, so how you have written? Workbooks of double quotes, workbook name. Same, sheets of sheet name. And the actions, the properties, sheets dot. You will be getting all the list of objects where you want to perform any action like add, move, delete. So all these can be seen under sheets object. Okay, workbooks means related to workbooks. Sheets means related to sheets. Right? Clear? Next. Exactly. Exactly. You have to follow this hierarchy definitely. I'll tell you while writing the code, there will be a lot of questions coming up. If you know this, some basic programming, you can perform your automations. Basically, if you are aware of this object model, your coding will be improved a lot. You need not to do anything. If you see only 3 objects, one is workbooks, one is sheets, third one is weights. ఈ మూడింటితోనే మనకు పని. The ultimate goal is to reach on the range or cells. Why? Because charts in the range, calculations in the range, copy in the range, paste in the range, graphs in the range, formulas in the range, everything is on range only. But if you look at into worksheets, these are the main things which we can perform. Okay, but without referring sheets, you can't enter into range. In which range you want to perform, right? As I told you, there is a folder, open the folder, workbook name you told, sheet name with the tab color. He will mention with the tab color. Our friend will tell me with the tab color. In that, if you search the sheets and the cells, then you'll come to know what type of data it is, what report he has sent, what are the calculations he has done, then only you can see. Here also the same process. You have to write the code in which the machine should understand that language. Okay. Next one is range or cells. As I told you, the ultimate goal is to reach on cells or range. Here, font related things, formulas, alignments, okay, colors. What else? Charts. What else? Borders, whatever the things based on the selection, what you can perform on the range or cells, all the things can be done with range or cells. Okay, how can you refer group of cells or single cell? You can go with range of A1 to G10. Anything, any range, group of cells. Single cell means range of double quotes, you can write A1. This is the best one which I use regularly, range object. Or you can go with cells. If you go with cells, you have to mention row number and column number. Right? Range, single cell, group of cells. Cells means one cell only, row number and column number. It's not possible to define range with cells object. Okay, now coming to, I told workbooks, sheets, range. For example, I'm working in book 1. I'm creating one more blank book here. Okay, one more blank book here. Does the code knows that I have to work in book 2? No, we have to mention. Maname cheppali, right? So how you will tell? through the script. How to refer the workbook?
Workbook name.
Workbooks of book2 dot
Excelytics.
right. In that means in that sheet, put dot. If you want, get the properties or methods, you have to put dot, or if you want to get into that next object, you have to put dot. Actions and properties. If you want to put dot, just put a dot, you will be getting list of actions, you will be getting list of methods. Okay, properties and methods. So if you want to use actions, that will be in green color, properties will be in hand. I'll be showing it. Okay. So anything which you wanted to do with the help of this workbook, you have to refer that work. Workbooks of book name in that workbook, right? So save as we'll see. Okay, save that is related to only workbooks. Now in that workbook there are multiple sheets, right? I am telling in machine understandable language, workbooks of book1 dot book2 dot Excelytics, I have to work. I'm converting into code. Then put dot in that. There are multiple sheets, but in which sheet you want to work? You have to mention sheets of sheet 1 or sheet 2 or sheets of Raghu sheets of Sai sheets of whatever the sheet name is there in that. Mari code kardan kaval kada. In which sheet it should work. Right. Sheets of sheet name. Right. Then put dot. Inside the sheet, there is a range. Range of. In which range you want to perform? A1 to G10. Aim kavali anta. Put equal to, write something. See the hierarchy. Workbooks, sheets, range. See the hierarchy here. Application, workbooks, worksheets, the range or cells. If you are well versed with this object model, the coding is very easy. You need not to do anything. Just to follow workbooks, sheets, and range. Some basic programming language. Okay. Why programming language? If you take any programming language, the way of defining is different, but ultimately the usage will be same. In any programming language, if you take Java, .NET, or you have Perl, Python, what else we have here? PHP, any programming language, if you take, there will be a common basic how to define variables. This is the common thing. Any. But in Python, it will be in different. In VBA, it should be in a different way. The flavor will be different. But the ultimate goal is we have to define variables in any programming language. If you know this perfectly, if you know earlier, like, if you were having some programming knowledge before learning this VBA, it will become very much easier. Why? Because if I say dim x as integer means a basic finance guy or a degree guy, he will be just simply looking at, oh, what is this happening? Like, if you are a programmer, if you have some knowledge of programming, if I say dim x as integer, okay, it's a variable, integer is a data type. But I'll be teaching or I'll be taking care of each and everything. Okay. If you have it, it's an advantage. If you don't have, need not to worry. You will be learning it now. Why? Because it's a forced time. You will be forced to learn here. Okay. Right. Clear? Loops we have. How to write if conditions. Same conditions you'll be writing in Java. Same thing you'll be writing in other languages. Perl, Python, Ruby on Rails. If you take any programming language like .NET, anywhere you see C, C++, all these languages you have if conditions. All these languages you have defining variables. All these languages you have do while, do until, for loop, for each loops. There is nothing new in all these programming languages. Everything was same, but the way of defining is different. Okay, if you can understand this one, that will be very much easier. Okay, so this is about Excel object model. Any questions? Any questions, guys, online?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, this is about Excel object model. Next, I'll be getting into what how to enable developer tab and what are the steps to be taken before writing the code. Okay. So first, without enabling developer tab, can you write a program? For any programming language, we need an editor where we can write and what do you say? Compile, then find errors while executing. There should be an editor, definitely. For Python, we have VB editor, Notepad editor, lot of things. Okay. So here also, how to get that editor? Where is that editor? Okay. It will be in developer tab. Can you see my screen, everyone? Can you see developer tab on my screen, on my ribbon? Can you guys have this developer tab enabled on your machines? Online people. If you are on your phone, it's okay, fine. But
No.
you can check how to get this developer tab on top of the ribbon. Okay. So how to get that developer tab? Click on File, Options. Click on File, Options. Under Options, we have Customize ribbon. In that ribbon, Customize ribbon, on the right side window, you'll be having developer tab unchecked. All the tabs you'll be having, the developer tab will be unchecked. So, okay, tick that. Okay, File, see here, File, go to More, Options, you have Customized ribbon. In the Customized ribbon, right side, you can see here developer tab is unchecked. Customize the ribbon, unchecked by default. Now you have to check that box and just click on OK. Then you can see developer tab. Okay. Cool. Next, immediately you have enabled, right? We have enabled the developer tab. Then where you will be writing the code? Visual Basic. Okay, Visual Basic. Here you are going to write the code. Okay, but before that, when you enable developer tab, the immediate next step is enable macros. Okay, how to enable macros?
Alt F11.
Alt F11 will get into a VB editor. Okay. But without enabling macros, you will be getting every time you will be getting that notification.
Okay.
Okay. What is that? Code cannot be run or executed. You at the top of the ribbon, below top of the ribbon and the formula bar. Every time you will be getting that notification. Your macros are disabled. You can't execute this kind of messages. You will be getting this. So where you will find that option, just click on macro security. Okay, click on macro security under developer tab. Enable VBA macros. Okay, enable VBA macros. In the bracket, they mentioned something not recommended, potentially dangerous code can run means. I can override existing functionalities as well. Okay, I can override existing functionalities as well. I can create my own VLOOKUP function. I can create my own XLOOKUP function. I can create my own formula. I can override by giving the name. Two names.
Default function.
Yes. So potentially dangerous code can run. So I'll be telling you in coming days. Okay. Go to macro settings, enable VBA macros. This is the next immediate step once you enable the developer tab. This is the next immediate step actually. Okay, you will be not getting that notifications every time. Okay, enable macros, click on macro security and the developer tab. What is that option here? Enable VBA macros. Check the enable VBA macros. That is the next step immediately. Okay, now where you will be writing the code? Okay, click on Visual Basic or Alt F11. Okay, click on Visual Basic or Alt plus F11. Okay, what do you are seeing here? What do you see here? There are three windows when you get into Visual Basic Editor. One is project window. Okay, second one is properties window. Third one is code window. Okay, let's go one by one. What is project window? Each and every workbook is a project. For example, how many books are opened? How many books are opened? 2 books. Each and every individual book is an individual project. We are not going to do anything with the project. Okay, when you create multiple books, it will create multiple projects. Okay, but we are not going to do anything with in the projects. Okay, and in that project there are objects, right? This workbook is an object. That means the current workbook. Okay, sheet is an object. When I'm selecting below that, whatever the properties which is applicable that workbook is getting. Okay, this workbook, these are the properties of that workbook. Sheet properties, sheet 2 properties, same. All sheets are same. And its sheet properties. Right. Then where you will write the code? This is the code window where you will be writing the code. Where you will be writing the code? In the code window. Right. Sheet 1. Sheet 1. Okay. Sheet 1. Double clicked on the sheet 1. There is some cursor is okay blinking. Now I'll start writing the code here. Let's see. Okay. Not yet completed. Let's see. Okay. How to start the code then? Code is a start here. For any programming language, there is a start point and an end point. Main we have, for C language, it is main, C++ main, void main. For Java, it is static code, something, main. Here also there should be a starting point and ending point for any programming language. As unlimited, everything will be. So what are the steps you want to write? It should be in between start point and end point. So what is the start point? Sub is the start point. Okay, sub is the start point and the name for which you are writing. Name can be anything. For example, if I write copy paste code, I'll mention name as copy paste. If I want to create a report from the existing data, I'll say just say creating report, the name of the report. Okay, and below I'll be writing the code. Okay, sub macro name. Open and close bracket. Okay, open and close bracket. When I click on enter, I'll be getting end sub automatically. This is called as subroutine. Subroutine. This is similar like a function, but a function has arguments. A subroutine doesn't have any arguments. Okay, programming terminology. Okay, program terminology. If you are feeling somewhat tough, just feel that this is starting point and this is ending point. I'll tell you what are arguments, what is function when I teach functions. Okay, simply think this start point, this end point, don't think about that. Okay, sub and end sub is done. Right. Shall I write a program here? I can write a program here. Can I write a program here? Yes, let me write. I'm writing a program. I mean sheet 1, okay. Range of A1 to G10. I want to write Excel. Okay, some text which should be fall into this range from A1 to G10. I'll be executing, I'll tell you how to execute. But F8, F8, F8. Okay, you got A1 to G10, you got the data. Okay, right? I'll tell you. Not yet started. I'll tell you one by one. There is one point which I need to tell you. That's why I'm explaining. Okay, I wrote where I've written the code. Sheet 1. In my process, I might add sheet, I might delete sheet. In my process of automation, I'll create multiple sheets. I'll be deleting multiple sheets. When I create multiple sheets, when I delete multiple sheets, is there a possibility of deleting this sheet as well? For example, let's think by knowingly or unknowingly, through script or without the script, I am deleting this sheet. Okay. Where is the code? That means you are indirectly, you are just deleting completing sheet which has the code. Okay. You are directly deleting the sheet. But where you have to write the code? We are deleting the sheets. That means where we have to write the code. When we are deleting the sheets, the code is completely gone. There is no backup for this to get back. It's not a database to get back all those things. Okay, you know it very well, admin guys. Right, there is no backup. Then how to retrieve the code? Is it possible when you delete any data and when you click Control C, when you say Control Z, will it get back the data?
Sir.
Okay, right. So we have to overcome this, we have to write the code inside the module. Here you have to. Okay, why we should write in the module means during the process of execution, by mistakenly or unknowingly or unknowingly, if we delete the sheet, the code completely will be deleted. If you insert one module, this acts like a common platform for all the work. Okay, here you can write your code in a module. Clear? Any questions? Okay, sheet lo enduku రాయొద్దు, module లో ఎందుకు రాయాలి, sheet లో ఎందుకు రాయాలి, ఎందుకు రాయకూడదు, sheet లో రాయొద్దు code. We have to write it in only in module, not in sheets. If you're writing in sheets, that is the example. There is no code. Now, even if I delete n number of sheets, this is not impacted. If I add n number of sheets, this is not impacted. If I add n number of workbooks, this is not impacted. If I delete n number of workbooks, this is not impacted. Until unless if you delete this workbook. That's why I'm talking about only sheets. Sheets working. Okay, clear? Any questions? Exactly.
So whenever we are writing code in the module, we have to definitely follow this hierarchy now. Now we have to call the workbook, then we have to call the sheet.
Yes, 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 yes.
So when we are writing the code in the sheet, we did not call for the workbook.
Exactly. Right. Okay. So insert module. Start writing your code. Okay. Code start point and end points. Okay. Sub macro name and end sub. Okay. This is how we will be defining. Okay. So I've inserted one module, sub macro name. Any name you can give. Okay. Enter. While giving the name, while giving the name to a macro, you must know the conditions. What conditions are there? What are the conditions? First one, a macro name should not start with okay. A macro name should not start with okay. A macro name should not start with number. A macro name should not contain okay. A macro name should not contain okay. Instead of name, I can use a macro name should not contain okay. A macro name should not contain special symbols. What else are there? What else are there? What else are there? Fourth one. Okay. A macronym should not be a duplicate name. Okay. For example, sub macro underscore name. Okay. Both are same name. Ambiguous name detected. That means which is very confused. Please change the name. Okay. Okay. A macronym should not be a function name. Function name. VLOOKUP, hex lookup, sum. These function names we should not use while giving any macro name. Okay. Clear? These are the conditions we have to follow when we are writing a macro. So all these are some theoretical part which you have to know before start writing your macros. Okay. All these are important. Now, let's start writing some basic macro. Okay. So how to run the code, we'll see. Okay. This is the macro name I've given. Okay. Range of A1 to G10 is equal to something, which I want to write something. Okay. So how to execute this macro? How you will be executing this macro? Okay. There is a run button. when you will be using run button. Okay. When you're writing a macro, we'll be not writing only single line, right? There will be a project which there will be a process automation or a project automation. You will be having something around 10, 20, 30, 40, some 100 lines also, if possible. Okay. If there are multiple steps, right? So at that time, how you'll identify the bugs, errors, some line at some point of time, you are getting an error. In some case, how you will identify? If you directly run the code, where there is an error, it is going to stop, but it is going to stop. But how you will find that why I'm getting this error? As a developer, my recommendation is to execute the code step by step. Okay, step by step. So how you will be executing? F8, function F8. Okay, put a single quote, nothing but a comment. Comment, you know, right? In any programming language, comment means it will not execute. Okay, commenting. By single quotes, you can comment. Function plus F8 will execute step by step. F5 or function F5. Directly, entire code. Okay. So my recommendation as a developer, unless the code is error free, we have to go with F8 only. Once it is error free, you will be going to the end users. They will be using only F5 or run button or some button which you will be automating. You will be giving directions to the button. If you click on that, it will run the code. Okay, anything is fine. But my recommendation is you have to run with only function F8, that is step by step executing the code. Any questions, guys? Online people? F8 only, F8. In developing, while developing any code, any script, F8. Even if it is 20 lines, I use F8 only. Why? Because in the process of execution, I can identify what variables it is picking, what the code, what is the next step, is it going in the proper way or not? I can identify easily by function F8. Okay. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Online people. Are you everybody, are you there? Everyone, no one is talking. Online people.
Yes, sir. I'm there.
Everybody is
Yes,
there.
sir.
No one is
I
going.
don't know, sir.
Had lunch and you are sitting in front of me like I'm not singing a song here to sleep.
No,
Please
no,
talk
we
here,
are, we
everybody.
are, we are.
Please talk here. Let's make this an interactive thing here. Why? Because if not, నేనేదో కూర్చొని గోడకి చెప్పుకున్నట్టు ఉంటుంది నాకు అది. If you are
It's
not
completely new concept, sir. So I was just
yeah. But you are
observing.
getting it right or not?
Yeah.
You are getting it right?
Yeah.
What
Yes,
the
sir.
process
Yes,
which
sir.
Yeah, it's very clear. So that's why we are not pointing with any questions. It's very clear.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So right, F8 and F5 is done. Yes.
Whenever we are creating a module, so each project has a module?
No. In any project, we can create n number of modules. See, I'm going to create one more module. So for each and every concept also, I can create one module so that you can refer while referring your notes.
Multiple projects.
One module as well, multiple modules. N number you can create. Okay. Clear? Right. So next step. Next step. What is the next step? Run is done. This is done. So now let's start writing the code. Let's start writing the code. Okay, I'm starting here. Okay. So I have good number. I'm just starting here. So how to refer a group of cells? How to refer single cell? through programming, if we are referring a single cell, how can we refer single cells? A small basic coding. Very small basic coding. I'm not getting into complete advanced. So don't be hurry as well. It will take some time. I will here to answer all of your questions, but not at this point of time. These are very basic sessions. చిన్నగా రేంజ్ ఇచ్చి ఒక సెల్లో ఎక్సెల్ పెడితే వీడైంది ఎక్సెల్ పెట్టిన don't think in that way, but in coming days you will see the real procedure how you are going to automate. All these are whatever I'm now going to teach. All these are very much basics which you have to know very much. Okay, how to refer single cell. Okay, cell ni how many types you are going to refer, why only this method, why not the other method? Okay, that you are going to learn. Okay, ఇలానే అంటే ఇలానే చేయాలి. There is no alternate way. ఇలానే అంటే ఇలానే. This is nothing but learning phase. You must go in that way only. Okay, right. So talking about the first program. So single cell reference, range or cell reference. Okay, how to refer a single cell in macro coding? Okay, single cell ni through macros, how we can be refer? Okay, one single cell can be referred like range of A1 or B5. I'll be putting some text in that cell so that you can see how I'm executing. Choosera నేను ఎప్పుడైనా I'll be putting my window, front window, minimize and back window as an Excel, so that while executing, you can see the process at the back end as well. You can minimize this actually. ఇది minimize చేసుకొని చూస్తే మనకు బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ లో ఏం జరుగుతుంది, as I'm getting a right output or not, you can easily identify అన్నమాట. So because of that, I'm minimizing this window here. Okay, so a single cell can be referred range of a cell reference, and you can put it in Excel. Something. Okay. Next, as I told you, cells of means it will ask for row index and column index. I'm saying 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. Third row, fifth column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm going to get VBA. Okay. Square bracket mein, this is the another way. A single cell can be referred in this way as well. B5, B5. Okay. Next, active cell. Active cell means exactly where the cursor is already present, or which cell I'm going to select, that is an active cell. Okay. So now my question is, just now we learned about the object model. This is the line I told. Workbooks of workbook name, sheets of sheet name, then range of something, okay, equal to something which will fall in that. Did I write all those lines here? I'm telling how to refer a single cell. ఒక సెల్ ని మ్యాక్రోలో ఎలా రిఫర్ చేయొచ్చు అని మాత్రమే I'm just talking about. Okay, I'm not talking about workbooks, I'm not talking about sheets. Okay, now where this code is going to execute, can anyone tell me? If you are simply writing the code with the help of range or cells, this will execute on active workbooks on active sheets. నువ్వు వర్క్బుక్ నేమ్ చెప్పలేదు, షీట్ నేమ్ చెప్పలేదు, ఓన్లీ రేంజ్ ఇచ్చేసి రన్ చేయమంటుంది. రన్ చేస్తుంది, ఇట్ విల్ రన్ ద కోడ్, ఇట్ విల్ రన్ ద స్క్రిప్ట్, బట్ వేర్? ఇన్ యాక్టివ్ వర్క్బుక్, ఇన్ యాక్టివ్ షీట్స్. Existing. Inko question. At a time, how many workbooks will be in active? At a time, how many sheets will be in active position? Tell me the answer. ఒకటే వర్క్ బుక్ యాక్టివ్ లో ఉంటుంది, ఒకటే వర్క్ షీట్ యాక్టివ్ లో ఉంటుంది. నువ్వు ఏ వర్క్ బుక్ అయితే యాక్టివ్ ఉంటుందో, ఏ షీట్ అయితే యాక్టివ్ ఉంటుందో ఆ షీట్ లో ఇది రన్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, సో సార్ ఇంతకుముందుకు ఎట్లా అయిపోయింది అంటే, ఎస్, యు ఆర్ నాట్ మెన్షనింగ్ ఎనీ షీట్, యు ఆర్ నాట్ మెన్షనింగ్ వర్క్ బుక్ నేమ్. How the code knows in which workbook, in which sheet it should work? You are just simply saying range or cells. So then it will treat it as the current workbook which is active. Active workbook lo ఇది మొత్తం ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తుంది. If not, let's see. How to execute the code? F8 or F5? F8. Hmm? Hmm? I'll take C5. B5 is already there, right? Hmm? Okay. Everyone can take this code here. I want everyone to take this code and execute and let me know. Okay. Right? Hmm.
What if we have given B5? It will
Override the existing one.
data is something else,
It will override. I want everyone to take this code manually and check. And whatever the settings I have done, please make sure to do all those settings. Enabling developer tab, enabling macro security, okay? Open Visual Basic, insert module, and start writing your code, then execute. Done, everybody. Achina, simple, easy. All 9 people. Have you gone through? Guys, have you taken these lines? in your machine? Have you tried? Yes, guys, have you taken this code? Online people, no talks.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Next one, I'm jumping into the next code. Okay. How to refer group of cells. Let's go to the next step. Single cell we have seen. So earlier we talked about workbooks, worksheets, objects, range or cells. Now first we are talking about range and cells. Next we'll talk about worksheets. Next workbooks. Okay. So next code. Sub, how to refer group of cells. In coding, how to refer group of cells. Range of A1 to G10. Okay. This is how we can refer a group of cells. Okay. How can we execute this? I'm going to a new sheet and I can execute in any active sheet, irrespective of the name or workbook. Function F8 under execution, executed, 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 and so. I forgot your name. మీ పేరు మర్చిపోయింది. వెంకట్ వెంకట్. Done. Okay. Next. Next. So sheets can be referred two types. Okay. Sheets can be referred two types. Before writing in referring sheets, we'll create new sheet. We'll see that code. Okay. So sub sheets create. This is a macro. This is a script. Okay. So for range, we are referring range. For sheets, we have to refer sheets only. As I told you, right? Sheets dot. You'll be getting the list of actions or whatever you want. You can see. Sheets dot add means it will add that new sheet. As I told you. Simply it will add. It will not give the name. Okay. So now it is sheet 5, right? When I execute before the active sheet, it is going to add. If I execute again, I'll be getting sheet 7. If I execute, I'll be getting sheet 8. Good. Object doesn't support this action. No way, we can't use. ఇంకేదో ప్రాపర్టీతో యూటిలైజ్ చేయొచ్చు. అవుతాయా? ఓకే, చెక్ చేస్తా. ఓకే, add to చూద్దాం. ఓకే, sheets dot add will create a new sheet. నాకు షీట్ యాడ్ చేస్తున్న ఏం రావాలి? Okay, now you see, if you want to rename, okay, if you want to rename, how you will rename? Generally, manual ga how you will rename? Right click on the sheets or double click on the sheet. How you will mention the sheet name here? అదే కదా, manual ga how you will double click on the sheet? How you will select the sheet through code, sheets of sheet name. That's it. Dot name is equal to Sai. It will rename. Did I mention anything wrong? And sheets rename. Sheets of Raghu sheet dot name. Sheets of Raghu dot name is equal to Ramu. Can you execute this code on your machines, please? It will work. I'm confident. Sheets of sheet name dot name is equal to something. Error వస్తుందా? Is it working? It's working. I don't know. It's working here. This is right, but I don't know why I'm getting error here. Sheets dot name. Raghu is there already. Let me. Okay. Sheet in book 2 or book 1. Let me write. Where I'm writing the script here. Where I'm writing the script. Let me check in which sheet I'm writing the script. Book 1. Book 2. Let me close the book 2. Because of book 2, it did not work. Okay. So next line. We have added the sheet. We have renamed the sheet. We have added the sheet name Raghu. See here. Why? Because there is no sheet name Raghu. It got added. Can I re-execute it again, Raghu sheet? It's already existed, right? The name is already there. See, again, if you're going to execute that, you are going to get this error. It's the name means already taken, try a different one. It will add the sheet, but it will throw an error. Okay? It will add, but it will throwing an error. The name is already taken. Shall I write the next one? Next code. Online people, are you getting me? Kiran, Mahendra sir, Akhileshwar,
Yes,
Raj,
sir.
Rambabu, Sujana ma'am. Everyone, are you getting me what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. If everyone, if you want to take a break, you can take a break for 10 minutes. I'm having tea. I'll be back in 10 minutes, all of you.
Okay, sir.
So everyone, I'm back here. Let's start the next code. Yeah. Half an hour close. Next, sub. Rename is done. Sub sheet ref means in that sheet, I want to work on particular range. Okay. So that can be referred to two types. One is by sheet name, second is by sheet position. Okay. So sheets of sheet 9. Okay. Sheets of sheet 9. That is with the name dot range of A1 to G10 is equal to Excel. Okay. This is by sheet name. Next, sheets of 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is asking index here. Okay. Sheets of 5 dot range of A1 to G5. I want to get date. Current date, today's date. Okay. Sheets of sheet 9 dot range A1 to G10 is equal to Excel. I'm going to get the data in the sheet. Okay. Second one is by position. Okay. Let me write. This is by sheet name and this is by sheet position. Sheet position from left to right. Guర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. Okay. So now when I'm executing this sheet 9, that is with the name. Now this is by sheet position. Sheet 5, irrespective of any sheet in the 5th position. Irrespective of any sheet name in that position, I'm going to, the script is going to execute in that sheet. Okay. So, okay. This is how we can refer sheets through macro script. So a sheet lo kavalante a sheet you have to mention the sheet name, then after the range, in which range you want to work, you can work in that range. Okay, done. Everyone. So next one. How to delete the sheet? sheets of sheet name is fine, sheet position is fine. Okay, dot delete means it will delete the sheet. Okay, so now if 8 will permanently delete the sheet, do you want to continue? Okay. So every time when I'm deleting a sheet, I'm going to get an alert. It will stop the execution. Do you know that? ఆ అలర్ట్ వచ్చేసి ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ అనేది ఆపేస్తుంది, మళ్ళీ ముందుకు పోదు నువ్వు until unless you click on delete. I don't want that alerts to come up. Okay. Okay, so now I'm writing here. So now when I execute, I'm not going to get any alert. So to bypass that alert, what is the line we have to use? Next, if you want to hide, Sorry, not hide here. It's visible. So I forgot. Sheets dot visible. True, false. True. Just stop it. Oh, yeah. Next, how to create a workbook in a specific path. Till now we have seen sheets. Hide, unhide, name, rename, delete, all these we have seen. Okay. But how to create a workbook in a specific path? Okay. Where you will create the workbook? Simply if you say workbook new means it will open a blank workbook. Okay. Where you will create? You will click on browse. You will go to path and you will give the file name with extension. Then only it will create the workbook. So how to create the same workbook with the help of macros? Okay, right. So everybody, have you taken this? Next one, next two programs are very important here. Why? Because creating, saving, writing something, saving and closing. Yeah, project link adi kaakunda. In between, we'll learn whatever we'll be doing in between. Creating the workbook, save and close. In between workbook creation and save, there will be some data manipulations, creating reports, applying VLOOKUPs, applying, adding some if functions or COUNTIF functions, or all the formulas we can apply in between creation and save. Okay, that all we'll see later. Okay, the outcome of this is creating a workbook in a particular path, opening that file, saving some data in that, saving and closing. Okay, simple thing. For creating workbook, for creating sheets, what is the object we have used? Sheets dot add. Okay. For creating workbooks dot add. Okay. Workbooks dot add. No. Initially, when you are creating a workbook, you will do save or you will do save as. Cheppandi. First time when you create a workbook, you will create save or save as. Let me show you. Wait, don't worry. Okay. I'm creating a new book. Okay. Sample workbook. If I click on Control yes, it is doing save as or save. Save as. Okay. When you're creating any workbook, you will do save as when you're creating a new workbook. Dot save as. Where you want to create that workbook and what is the file name? Okay. Give a space, file name, colon equal to, give the path, including the file name and extension. Okay. So open particular path. Okay. Let me create this count files is there. Yeah, let me take this. Okay, in this path I want to create. Copy the path. Double quotes, paste the path, backslash, give the file name with extension. Okay. Do I have any file name here with that name? It's not there, right? It is going to create that workbook. Okay. After creating, will the code knows to execute the code in that workbook? What is the workbook name? In that you have sheets. By default, you will be getting one sheet. In the latest version, older versions, you will be getting 3. You can manage that, 2 or 1 or 3. Okay. If you want to add a new sheet as per your requirement, sheets dot add. What is the name? Okay. Now, workbooks of in this workbook, sheets. What is the sheet name? In the sheet. In that range. Okay. After doing that, after doing all those data manipulations, next step, I want to save. Which workbook you will save? After that, I want to close. Okay. Right? Clear? So now we will execute this. Is there any file called batch file? Created. If you want, you can see it here. Created. If you want to see the time, you can see the time. 4646. Created. Okay. And in the code itself, you already mentioned. What you have mentioned in that workbook? Sheets, it should add. Add in the A1 to G10, I want to get date. You got the date? It will save and it will close automatically. Okay. So this is very, very important, guys. So ఒక path లో ఒక వర్క్ బుక్ క్రియేట్ చేసి అందులో డేటా మ్యానిపులేషన్ చేసి సేవ్ అండ్ క్లోజ్ ఇవే ఉంటాయి ఆటోమేషన్స్ ప్రాసెస్ ఆటోమేషన్స్ వర్క్ బుక్ ఓపెన్ చేయండి అందులో డేటా సెట్ ప్రీ డిఫైన్ టెంప్లెట్ ఉంటుంది యాడ్ సమ్ కాలమ్స్ బై యాడింగ్ సమ్ ఫార్ములాస్ విత్ ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ కాలమ్స్ save that, close that, add a pivot table, refresh the pivot table, you will getting the report, copy the data, paste it in the Outlook, send to your concern manager. This is what the process you will be getting in your real time. అంతే కదా ఇంకేం వస్తుంది ఇంకేం రాదు కదా అదే అంటే చెప్తా అంటే సింపుల్గా ఉంటుంది కానీ డోంట్ థింక్ దట్ ఈస్ ఈజీ ఇప్పుడు ఆఫ్టర్ లిసనింగ్ ఆల్ దిస్ యూ కాంట్ ఈవెన్ సింప్లీ థింక్ ఇప్పుడు అబ్బ వీడియో చెప్పిండు నాకు గుర్తుగా తెలియదు అని ఉంటుంది సో ఇట్ విల్ బి సేవ్ ఎస్ ఓకే
Now that we have written all this code already installed, will this be saved?
yes, I have not told. I will be telling that how to save this.
Because name and key, we cannot asking to go with the
Okay.
API.
Yeah. So how you are going to save this file here, everyone? ఈ ఫైల్ ఎట్లా సేవ్ చేస్తారు? సింపుల్ ఒకసారి సేవ్ చేసి చూద్దాం. కంట్రోల్ S. ఓకే వచ్చింది. కంట్రోల్ S అనుతోనే సేవ్ యాస్ మనం చెప్పినట్టే వచ్చింది. ఎందుకంటే ఇది ఇప్పటివరకు ఈ బుక్ ని సేవే చేయలేదు. ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ కీప్ ఆన్ రైటింగ్ ద కోడ్. ఓకే ఐ డిడ్ నాట్ సేవ్ ఇట్ అవుట్. కంట్రోల్ S మీన్స్ సేవ్ యాస్ అని వచ్చింది. క్లిక్ ఆన్ సేవ్ అంటున్నాను. ఆల్రెడీ మ్యాక్రో కోడ్ ఉన్నది నాకు. ఎక్సెల్ ఫైల్ నో అని పెట్టేసి ఏదన్నా ఒకటి ఫైల్ ఇద్దాం. బుక్ 1 2 3 అని. ఏమని వచ్చింది చూడండి. వాట్ ఇస్ ఎర్రర్ యూఆర్ గెటింగ్ నౌ? ద ఫాలోయింగ్ ఫ్యూచర్స్ కెనాట్ బి సేవ్డ్ ఇన్ మ్యాక్రో ఫ్రీ వర్క్ బుక్. నాయన నువ్వు మ్యాక్రోస్ ఓపెన్ చేసి నువ్వు ఆల్రెడీ వెనక రాసిన కోడ్ అంతా నువ్వేమో మ్యాక్రో వర్క్ బుక్లో సేవ్ చేయమంటాను. అవి ఇందులో కుదరదు. ఇందులో కనుక సేవ్ చేస్తే నువ్వు ఉన్న ప్రాజెక్టు రాసిన కోడ్ మొత్తం ఉష్కాకి. ప్లీజ్ ఈ నోటిఫికేషన్ చదివి జరా ఎస్ సేవ్ అండ్ ఎరేజ్ గో బ్యాక్ హెల్ప్ ఏం చేయమంటో చెప్పని అడుగుతుంది. Okay, already you have written macro code. Now you want to save it in Excel file. It will not save the features of Excel file. Already you have macros. If you want to save, please go back and save it in macro enabled file, or if you want macros and everything, save it in macro enabled file. Okay, every time when you're saving macros, keep it in your mind. You have to, what is the batch name here? Sai. Okay, batch 638. Okay, this book must be saved it in save as, what is the format? Excel macro enabled workbook. Then only your code will be saved. If you neglect and if you try to save no, and if you save it in Excel workbook, that will be, the code will be vanished completely. You will cannot get back that code. You cannot get back. Okay, it will be completely deleted. Okay, so you have to save in this format. So where I have to save? I'm saving it in desktop in Excelytics folder. Okay. Okay, now click on save. Automatically it will save. Okay, every time when you're saving a macro workbook, that must be saved in macro enabled workbook. If you're saving it in normal Excel file, the code will be deleted, will not be saved. Keep it in your mind. Okay, and if I open Excelytics, okay, if you see the difference, what is a 638? 638, where is 6? See here, this is normal Excel file. This is macro enabled file. The file saving format, see here. Okay, clear? There will be an exclamatory. The file will be saved in Excel SM format. Normal Excel file will save it in Excel SX format. This will be saved in Excel SM format. Clear? Any questions? Guys, online, no one is speaking here. Hello.
No, sir. Sir, no.
Any questions? Online people. Mahinder sir. You're there, sir.
No questions. Just looking at the code.
Yeah. Arjun sir, Kiran sir, Akleshwar, Rambabu sir, Sai Kiran.
No, sir.
Guys, everyone, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Next code, how to open an existing file in a particular path. Different path, we'll see it later. Every time you have to give the path, definitely. Why? Because manually you'll go to that path, then only you can open. If not, you can't open. Right. So sub wb open. Whatever the workbook which I have created now, I'm opening the same file. Same path instead of copy paste. Okay. Workbooks dot open. What is the file name? Yeah. Okay. Let me copy that. Next, if you want to add the same code. What is the same code? Instead of Raghu, put Ramu. Yeah. Existing file. So it will open the same file. Okay, it will open the same file. In that file, it is going to add the sheet called Ramu. You'll be getting the data. It will be saving it and it will be closing that file automatically. ఇది నేను చెప్పినంత ఈజీగా గుర్తుండకపోవచ్చు. Okay, based on practice, you will be remembering all these things here. And whatever I taught, this is not easy. I'm keeping on teaching from past to 10 to 12 years. Morning 7 to 9, 9 to 11, 11 to 1, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, and 7 to 9. Weekends 10 to 1, 2 to 5. Weekends. So number of batches, number of topics is covered for many people, trainings. Okay, this is common for me. But if you guys, if you come and try, you won't get anything. You have to sit and you have to practice by looking at the code. If you practice, then only you are going to get. At least after completion of the code, just write a simple code to add a sheet name. You will not remember. At least you will miss that S, last S. Okay. So while practicing only, you will be getting all these things here. Without practicing, okay, you won't get anything. If you say speed, if you say slow, if you do whatever you do, concept is same. Why? Because I can explain it very clearly. Why? Because from my past experience, I can tell you. I can explain it very clearly. You will be getting it. Everything you will be used to it. Okay. When you try start writing, you won't get it. That is for sure. You have to practice in such a way that create some small scenarios and try to write on your own. Then you will be successful. If not, it will take some time. Okay. Right. నేర్చుకుంటున్న immediate program కాదు. Just implement, try to implement step by step. First range, then after go with sheets, then after go with workbooks later on. Okay. Today I'm going to stop. Okay. Tomorrow I'll be starting about range properties, how to deal with font, how to deal with alignments, how to create table style, what is the variables, all the basic programming tomorrow you are going to learn. From next week onwards, real-time scenarios. For 2 weekends, I'll be teaching all the real-time scenarios. The last week will be user forms, Excel user forms, and creation of functions, Outlook, connection, sending emails, a template, small template. ఎలా చేసిన Outlook sending email. Okay. If you send bulk email, one by one you are going to call. If you want to send one email, in the loop you will be running bulk emails, one after the other, one after the other. If you want to send a single email, you will remove the loop you'll be writing only 2cc subject and dot send. It is going to send Outlook. And next after that, I'll be talking about SQL connection through VBA, access connection through VBA, getting data to Excel from SQL, getting data from access to Excel. Okay. Later on, some functions, how to create your own functions. I'll be creating some sample 3 to 4 functions. మీకు అంత పెద్ద రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఇవ్వరు, ఒక ఫామ్లో క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్నప్పుడు. ఓకే, రైట్. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద కంటెంట్ విచ్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు కవర్. ఓకే, వెబ్ ఆటోమేషన్ ఐ కెన్ కవర్ లిటిల్ బిట్. వై, ఎందుకు లిటిల్ బిట్ అని అంటే, దిస్ కంటెంట్ ఈస్ ఫుల్లీ డిజైన్ ఫర్ ఓన్లీ ఎక్సెల్. It's my interest. I am taking care of SQL, Access, Outlook, and all other external tools. Okay, but in the content you won't see all this. With my interest. Why? Because Excel ante real world only Excel undadu. Manam Outlook use chestamu, database use chestunnamo anni. So with my interest, I am going to cover all those things. Okay, how to get the data. Ippudu nenu cheppina programs anni cover ayyadi. Okay, and Outlook automation, functions creation. వెబ్ ఆటోమేషన్ ఎందుకు అంటే, ఆటోమేషన్ స్క్రిప్టింగ్ రావాలి దాంట్లో. అంటే హౌ యూ విల్ ఐడెంటిఫై ద పాత్ ఆఫ్ ఎ పర్టికులర్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. టెక్స్ట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఎలా ఐడెంటిఫై చేస్తారు, అది ఆటోమేషన్ టెస్టింగ్లో ఇట్స్ అ బిగ్ టాపిక్. ఆటోమేషన్ టెస్టింగ్లో మీరు ఆటోమేషన్ టెస్టింగ్లో వాట్ ఎవర్ ద టూల్ యూ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు యూస్, వాట్ ఇస్ ద టూల్ యూ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు యూస్ ఇన్ ఆటోమేషన్? సెలీనియం. సో హియర్ వీ కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ సెలీనియం VBA. ఓకే, సో ఆ సెలీనియం VBA ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకొని యూ కెన్ కంట్రోల్ ఎనీ బ్రౌజర్, ఒపేరా కానీ, ఎడ్జ్ కానీ, క్రోమ్ కానీ. యూ నీడ్ టు హ్యావ్ దట్ డ్రైవర్. ఆ డ్రైవర్ ఎప్పటికీ చేంజ్ అవుతుంటుంది వర్షన్స్. అది ఐడెంటిఫై చేయాలి, ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ ఐడెంటిఫై చేయాలి. అగైన్ ఇట్స్ అ బిగ్ టాపిక్. I can cover it very basic. If you want, you just learn how to identify the path of a particular object in that. That is not that easy. You have to go for automation testing only. Then only you can learn it very perfectly. Okay, that's about the core overall view of the content which I am going to cover. Okay, take that, refer all those. You will come to know what extra I am covering apart from the content. Okay, any questions, guys?
Can you give your number in the chat?
Sir,
Can you give your number in the chat?
my number I already given you, sir, for you. Can you check your chat window, sir? Kiran,
No, I'm not able to see.
you're not able to see. Kiran Sadhupatla, it's your name, right, sir?
Yeah.
I given, sir. Just see again. See, I entered. Oh, he's not in the meeting. You're not in the meeting.
I'm in the meeting only.
Okay, sir. It is not. I'm sharing to everyone. Now check, sir. To everyone I shared my number.
Yeah, I'm able to see now.
Okay. So this is the content which I'm going to cover. Any questions, guys? Online people, any questions which you wanted to know? You will be getting later on. You will be getting this recording session to you. You can refer. You can practice whatever you want. You can do. Okay, right? See you tomorrow at same time, 2 to 4:30 or 5. Okay, but please respond here online, guys. Please respond. If you are keeping calm, tomorrow is a Sunday, joy day, biryani day, some other day as well. Okay, so please respond. What is you can talk to front officer Rambabu sir. You can talk to front office, front desk. Okay.
So Raghu,
Sir,
this batch
sir.
already started.
I already started, sir.
So is this today's?
Why? Because 7 people already enrolled. There is no such kind of thing stopping. Why? Because 7 people will come and hit me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can I join from next week onwards offline?
Sir, tomorrow from today I've started day 1. Tomorrow it will go day 2. Day after
Okay.
tomorrow, next weekend it will start day 3. So day after
Okay.
day 4. If you want to
So,
down,
for example,
you will be
if I miss
getting.
any of the class, if I miss any of the classes, will you be telling the topic again or no? There is no chance.
Yeah, sir. After each and every session, you will be getting the recording session, the recorded
Okay.
one. You can go through that first thing. You can go through that. You can get an hands-on. If you have any questions, you can come to us, or if not, just check the next batch when it is starting. Okay, you can connect
Okay.
whatever
From
the
long
topics.
time, one of your Excelytics member told Durga, you know Durga?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was telling that before going into VBA macros, you learn first advanced Excel. She was telling that because
Advanced Excel, you have to learn, sir. Why? Because the same concepts we are automating, right? Without knowing Excel, how can we automate macros?
yeah,
Same
yeah.
steps, the same
Anyhow,
process, we are including in the form of automation. We are converting just
okay,
the same processor, we are just flipping into code. That's it. So if you are well versed with the process of the automation, like that means Excel lo meer ganka oka process ni, if you are able to get the solution manually, the same thing, flip it in the form of code, sheet adding, removing duplicates, adding the formulas, adding the sheet name, creating the report, creating the chart. So all these, if you are well versed in basic Excel or advanced Excel, same thing you will be flipped into code. That is nothing but VBA.
actually నేనైతే ఒక ఎంఎన్సీ వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాడు సో నాకు ఏంటంటే రిపోర్టింగ్ వర్క్ ఫైనాన్స్ గై యాక్చువల్లీ వాట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టోల్డ్ టుడే అండ్ సంథింగ్ లుకింగ్ లైక్ బ్లాంక్ ఫర్ మీ ఐఎమ్ ఏ ఫైనాన్స్ గై సో నాకు ఏంటంటే మళ్ళీ మీరు ఆఫ్లైన్ వస్తే నాకు సిస్టమ్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారా ప్రాక్టీస్ కి
ల్యాప్టాప్ ఉంటుంది సార్, ల్యాప్టాప్ తీసుకోవచ్చు మీరు.
ఓకే ఎందుకంటే నాకు ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ ఐ వాంటెడ్ టు లెర్న్ ఫస్ట్ VBA macros బికాస్ వాట్ ఆల్ యాక్టివిటీస్ వీఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు ఆటోమేట్ దెమ్ నేను అది చూడాలన్నమాట ఏ యాక్టివిటీలో మనకి పాసిబిలిటీ ఉంటే అది ఆటోమేట్ చేసేయాలి one more question after completing the course will I be able to write my own macro
Now itself also you can write, sir, but it based on the practice user, based on the practice, based on the logical thing you develop. Actually, it's not that easy when you take up lot of questions, when you deal, when you give lot of scenarios, when you talk about multiple things, when you think about multiple logics, then only it's able to, you will be able to automate, sir. So immediate gante, it depends on, I will tell you the situation, I'll give the answer, right? So now it's up to you how you are going to write the script.
okay
నా sir? So అయిపోయిన తర్వాత easily can I write means it depends on you as well. People who are
practice
they have written.
okay
Yeah. So ఎందుకంటే సార్ మీ ప్రాక్టీస్ దాన్ని బట్టి కూడా ఉంటుంది కోడ్. Yeah. So I can facilitate all the things. We can use this method, we can use this method. Instead, I'll guarantee you one thing, sir. If there is any process, just reutilize my scripts.
అదే నేను అదే ఏం చేస్తా అంటే మీ దగ్గర నేర్చుకోండి ఆఫీస్కి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత అక్కడ ప్రాక్టీస్
అదే రీయూటిలైజ్ చేసుకోండి. నథింగ్ దట్ ఇప్పుడు చాట్ జీపీటీ ఏదైతే ఇస్తుందో
మాకేంటంటే
ఇప్పుడు కోడ్ లో కూడా నేను
ఆఫీస్
ఐ విల్ బి రైటింగ్ కాన్సెప్చువల్ వైజ్ కోడ్ స్క్రిప్ట్. మీ దాంట్లో ఉంటే దాన్ని టేక్ దట్ లైన్, రీయూజ్ ఇట్.
ఓకే
యా, ఇట్స్ దట్ మీన్స్ యూ హావ్ బిల్డ్ ద కోడ్. అలా ఉంటుంది సార్.
ఓకే సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ.
యా సో సార్ అందుకనే, సో ఇఫ్ యూ కెన్ ప్రాక్టీస్, మీరు ఫినాన్స్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ కాబట్టి ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ సమ్ మోర్ టైమ్ ఫర్ యూ గైస్. టెక్నాలజీ వాళ్ళకు హూ విల్ డీల్ విత్ ఎనీ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ లాంగ్వేజ్, ఇట్ విల్ బి వెరీ ఈజీ. When I talk about variables, when I talk about if conditions, okay, అది వాళ్ళకి ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది సార్. సో అందుకని నేను బిగినింగ్ నుండి చెప్పాను. సో ఇట్ విల్ బి నాట్ ఈజీ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ డూయింగ్ రైట్ నౌ. సో లాట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాక్టీస్ సెషన్స్ ఐ హావ్ డెలివర్డ్, లాట్ ఆఫ్ ట్రైనింగ్స్ ఐ హావ్ గివెన్. విత్ దట్ I came to with that I'm able to deliver the sessions. Okay na sir, Kiran sir?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so it will take some time, sir, but not immediately. But you can reutilize the code script. If there is anything coming new on your way, just drop a message on the WhatsApp group. Sir, how can we resolve this?
Okay.
Not a project, only situation.
అదే ప్రాజెక్ట్ అంటే ఎట్లా కానీ
ప్రాజెక్ట్ పోతా ఉంటే నా వల్ల కాదు అంత టైం నా దగ్గర లేదు. ఓకే, జస్ట్ అ సిచ్యువేషన్. హౌ కెన్ యూ హెల్ప్ మీ అంటే ఐ జస్ట్ రిఫర్ సంథింగ్ అండ్ దాని రిలేటెడ్ కోడ్ ఏమైనా ఉంటే ఐ కెన్ గివ్ ఇట్. బట్ అంతవరకు అవసరం లేదు సార్, మనం నేర్చుకునే దాంట్లో చాలా వరకు
దాంట్లో ఏంటంటే మా దగ్గర ఆఫీస్ లో మ్యాక్రోస్ కి సపరేట్ బ్యాచ్ ఉంది, సపరేట్ టీమే ఉంది. చేసే యాక్టివిటీస్ వాళ్ళు ఆటోమేట్ చేస్తారు. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే నేనేంటంటే వాళ్ళు చేయడం పెట్టి మనమే చేద్దాం అని నేను నా ఓన్ యాక్టివిటీస్ లో నేను చేసి మా ప్రాసెస్ కి సో నేనే రాద్దామని నేను అనుకుంటున్నా.
రాయొచ్చు సార్, అదేం లేదు. ఇఫ్ యూఆర్ వెల్ వర్స్ విత్ యువర్ ప్రాసెస్, మీరు ఫినాన్స్ అంటున్నారు కాబట్టి మీ ప్రాసెస్లో మీరు పర్ఫెక్ట్గా ఉంటే దాన్ని కోడ్గా రూపంలో ఫ్లిప్ చేయండి, అయిపోతుంది. స్టెప్ బై స్టెప్ రాసుకుంటే వెళ్ళండి, అయిపోతుంది.
Okay, Raghu sir. Thank you. I'll meet you in the. I'll join the session. I think I would be joining next week onwards.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
Any questions, guys? Mahendra sir, Raju and Rambabu. Any questions, sir?
No. It's clear.
Yeah. Kiran and Rambabu. Any questions? Raj, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay.
Just I want to know fee structure and recording session. So you want me to speak to Rambabu. I will talk to friend desk.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you. See you tomorrow. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye.